Hello everyone, thank you for watching and tuning in. My name is Jasmine Marshall and you can follow me at Facebook and Instagram at Hair by Jasmine Marshall. This is a 16-inch lace closure that we picked up from LA Hair Candy. This is my client's closure that I will be preparing and customizing for her and installing it later. This is just me showing you guys the actual curl integrity of the lace closure itself. The density of the hair and the actual lace. All right, so this is just a better look, a better view for me to get a better feel of the actual lace, because this is my first time working with this hair company. This was not sponsored, this was not sent, it was actually purchased by my client and prepared for my client. Doesn't look like it's customized in the front. So this is before the customizing that I will be doing and I will be showing you all. So look how thick the hairline is currently before customizing. So today I will be using a 10 volume cream developer as well as the quick blue bleaching powder to bleach the knots on the lace closure. You do not need a lot of product. A little goes a long way. And you definitely want the consistency to be thick, kind of similar to cake batter. So with this volume developer, you do not want to use a lot, okay, because it will seep through. They do have a more liquid developer. This is the cream and it tends to be a little more thicker for my liking. I like it a lot better. Again, you do not want it to be very runny. It needs to be thick, kind of consistent like cake batter. And what that does is it prevents the actual bleach from seeking into the lace and avoiding any brassy roots, because that's not cute, girlfriend, and it's not natural looking. I find that when I put the closure in a bun using a clip, it helps me a lot better because the little stray hairs will get in your way and they will get bleached. So please be sure that you get all the hairs away. And this is just me showing you guys the closure, the knots in the closure. You see, it doesn't look natural at all. You can still see the black knots. When it's pressed against my skin, it doesn't look natural at all. What we're going for is for it to look as natural as a scalp as possible. We want it to be seamless and lay properly. So that's what we will be doing and showing today. You guys, this is my first video. This is my first time editing. This is my first time recording, and this is my first time uploading a YouTube video. So please bear with me. Thank you guys for watching and tuning in. Please subscribe and like, comment. If you have any questions, comments, or concerns, please feel free to comment, and I will do my best to respond to any questions or inquiries. So with this procedure, you do not want to press in. You kind of want to press very lightly. Do not be heavy-handed with it. It's actually better for you to use a spatula or a knife so that you can kind of glide it like butter, like bread and butter. I didn't have one with me, so I just used my my brush that I received, I believe, from Sally's or Cosmoprof. And I just let that sit, and you don't need a lot of product. You just want to go ahead and eyeball it. I let it sit for about 15 to 20 minutes. And once I see that the knots kind of look like an orange color, kind of like a brassy color, that's when I know that it's ready. So right here is my neutralizing shampoo, and that just stops any chemical processes from processing in the hair. So if there's any bleach or anything left over, it will basically cancel it out before applying it to my client's head. Focusing it on the lace closure mainly, not necessarily the hair. Just getting out all the residue from the bleach that we just used. Following that, I'm just going to go in with the regular shampoo. Nothing spectacular, just the regular shampoo to get the remaining residue out of the hair. Not much, you just need a little bit. And as you can see, the hair is very, very pretty. The curl pattern is great, and I didn't really experience a lot of shedding with the hair. Now, I will say, for me, I find that when I'm plucking the hair, when it's wet, it gives it a better chance of plucking quicker, if that makes sense. It plucks a lot better when the hair is wet. I'm sorry. I was a little bit nervous when we first got the closure, only because when I was plucking, it was coming out very easily. Look at that, guys. Look how natural it looks when it's pressed against my skin. Now it looks very natural. But again, it was coming out very easily, and that concerned me because I thought that we would experience a lot of shedding with this unit, with this closure, but we really didn't. We really didn't. So I'm going to go ahead and leave the closure wet. As I stated before, it just helps me pluck the hairline a lot easier. Okay, now this is just me putting the T-pins to secure the closure so that it won't go anywhere. So again, guys, this is my first time uploading my video. My name is Jasmine. I go by Jasmine Marshall. My Facebook and my Instagram pages are Hair by Jasmine Marshall. I am located in Long Beach, California. I have been doing hair for a very long time. Since I was 11 years old, actually, that's when I first learned to do hair. I am now 30 years old. And I am now a licensed cosmetologist. I have decided to take this as my profession, and it was actually the best decision that I've ever made. As you guys know, every year, every day is a new trend, and I'm just trying to keep up with everything and stay in the loop of things. So that's one of the great things that I love about YouTube. I've been a member of YouTube for years, over 10 years, and it's been a great platform to learn and to eventually teach, and that's what I plan on doing. All right, so you guys, for this, I am not going in any particular direction. I'm just literally going in and out, just plucking as I go. As you can see on the left side, it's starting to look a little more realistic as opposed to the right side, which I'm working on now. Again, just go in, go out, in, out. No particular order. The goal is to try to make it look as natural as possible. You do not want it to look bald. I do see a lot of times when I don't know if the stylists are if they're plucking too much, if the unit isn't a good unit, I'm not sure, but I just really want to go slowly and work at in small sections to prevent any balding or any excessive plucking. You have to be very careful with these closures. I remember my first time trying to do one, I messed the lace up, and that's a big no-no, especially as a beginner. Now, what I did was I just sectioned off a little bit off from the front of the hairline, and I'm going behind the hairline and continuing to pluck. And basically, I'm just getting some of the weight out of the hairline because it's very dense and thick still. Once I mold it and everything, you'll get a better look of the actual process and see what a difference it's made. But as you can see, look at the front of the hairline. It looks a lot realistic now. You guys, I'm still learning, so bear with me. Look at that. Okay, so now it's looking a little more realistic. Just gonna continue to pluck just a little more until I get it to my liking. This is after the plucking, you guys. Look at that. The hair itself is very beautiful. Now we're gonna go ahead and prepare the baby hairs and mold it. That is all the hair that I plucked out. Now here I'm just sectioning off some of the hair in the front to prepare the baby hairs, and I am using a razor to do so that it can give me kind of a jagged feel, a jagged ending. I'm sorry if that makes sense too. I don't really want it to be blunt. Using shears sometimes creates weight, and that's not what we want for this. We do not want this to look wiggy. We do not want it to be very bulky in the front and have bulky baby hairs. So I'm using a razor to help me prepare that today. But don't get me wrong, you can definitely use shears as well. Now, I am a big fan of Nairobi. That is my favorite styling foam, but I did not have none handy. So today we are using the Cream of Nature's Argan Oil, I believe, styling foam. And this styling foam is good as well. It leaves a very, very nice shine. Depends on the service that you're doing. Okay, and here it's just giving me a mold, kind of. It's helping me lay the baby hairs and get them all intact. My client wanted a middle part, so I'm going to try to section the middle part and get it prepared for her before installation. And so primarily, it is best for what's best for the baby hairs is the styling foam. You can use styling foam, but I do find that sometimes when it's giving me a hard time, I will bring out the Got To Be Blasting Freeze hairspray. When you first apply it, that thing is cold, okay? It is really cold, so I just go ahead and put it on my toothbrush. Look at that. I love my toothbrush comb. I got it from my local beauty supply. It is the best thing ever created. I don't know if you guys remember, but back in the day, we used to just use a regular toothbrush, okay, and get them baby hairs slayed. And now we do not have to use that anymore. So yeah, so the spray is actually a very, very good adhesive. It actually, it's very sticky, so it does the job very well. Sometimes, very seldomly, I'll use a little, and I will say just a little bit of edge control for the baby hairs. My favorite edge control is Vante, but we do have a edge control at our local beauty supply. At any local beauty supply, it's by Eben, 24-hour or 48-hour edge tamer edge control, and it does the job as well. Now, I'm going to go ahead and put a sanding strip around the lace and the mannequin's head and sit her under the dryer for about 15 to 20 minutes to get that mold going. Okay, we want that hair to dry and we want those baby hairs to do its thing. Please take this time to subscribe, like, comment. If you have any questions or concerns, please feel free to ask. If there's anything that I missed, or is there anything that you guys may do differently, please let me know. I'm open for criticism. I can accept criticism, and I am here to learn and I'm here to teach. So anything that you guys can do for me or that I can do for you guys, please let me know. So this is after the mold. Once everything is dry and everything, you guys can see what a difference it looks. the part looks a lot more realistic. You can actually see through it instead of seeing those dark holes, the dark holes that was in the lace. And again, this is a 16-inch curly lace closure from LA Hair Candy. Okay, so here I am applying it to my client's head. This is my cousin. Hey girl, hey. Anyway, like I said before, this unit was purchased by her. I do apologize. I did not get the video of me actually applying the wig cap under the closure. What I basically did was I took a piece of a natural nude cap, and I put it only where I will be applying my closure. And I basically took some foundation that matched her natural skin tone, and I dabbed it onto the cap. What you want to do is kind of get it to look like a bald head. Since we're not using a frontal today, I didn't need to use the entire cap. I just did it on the areas where the closure will be. This is a 3-part closure. You can part it in the middle, the left, or the right side. So it's just going to basically help us get that scalp look. Now this is me tacking down both sides of the hair using my nylon thread. With closures, you basically want to sew as closely as possible. Okay, you want to knit as closely as possible. And what that will do is assure that your closure will not lift. Okay, you can experience lifting if you do tacky notching. If you thread very tacky and very spacey, your lace closure will definitely lift. So try to get it as closely as possible. In the front, we're going to glue the closure down, so we're only focusing on the sides and on the back to tack it down. And you can kind of see the cap that I was saying earlier. Also with this look, although the back may look like it's bulky, the braids actually, or that they're big, it's really not. It lays very flat. My cousin has very thick hair, and for this look, it's not necessary to do the traditional small beehive braids. This is her after I tack down the sides and the back. Okay. Now this is Frizz Control by Ultimate. It's a distributor that comes in the salon, and it basically hydrates the hair, conditions it, and controls any frizzes. Just spray just a little bit more. It's also good for braids too. After you're done braiding, you can use your styling foam of your choice, or you can use that to get all the flyaways away. So you guys see the cap? You guys see under it how I did the makeup to try to make it look as natural as possible. That's going to help. You can also apply a little bit of makeup on your closure itself as well. Look at her skin, guys. Isn't it so clear? She was so nervous. She said, I don't have any makeup. Yeah, you guys, my cousin was really nervous. I told her to trust in me. She had a bad experience before, which I can completely understand. So I understand. I do apologize for not getting a shot of the actual glue that I used. Of course, I used Bold Hold, which is the best adhesive that I've came across. I do believe that her Instagram is the Hair Diagram, if I'm not mistaken. Go ahead and check them out, you guys. So with this, it's the directions say that you need to use 3 layers of this actual glue. Okay, 3 layers. You want to wait until it gets dry before applying another layer, or before well, not too dry. It doesn't need to be too dry before applying another layer, but definitely before you put the actual lace on, it needs to dry. That's my holy grail, you guys. I love the Blast and Freeze spray. It just gives it a better hold. It's very, very sticky, and it does wonders. Okay, again, you need to wait until the glue dries before applying the closure. In order to know that it's dry, one, it turns white. Excuse me, it turns clear. From white, it turns clear. Or you can touch down on your finger, and if it becomes very tacky, you will know that it's dry. So this is me doing I believe the second layer of the actual glue, so that we can get ready to apply it, you guys. As long as you're protecting your edges, as long as you're protecting your hair, what you need to do to protect it, you should not experience any edge loss, losing them edges, snatching them edges out, girlfriend. You should be okay as long as you protect your edges. Also, when you are removing your unit, please do not just pull it off. You need to go ahead and follow directions properly. With me, I find that warm water and alcohol actually works very well, or you can use some shampoo. You can literally wash it off. Just don't pull it, guys. All right, so you guys can see it's kind of turning clear. It's not as white as before. I'm going to go ahead and start applying it, and I'm telling her to pull away as I'm pulling. So as I'm pulling, I'm telling her to pull away so that I can try to get it as close to the hairline as possible. And I'm just pressing down with the back of my comb as well as the rat tail end of the comb to be sure that everything is pressed in and that we won't have any experiences with lifting. Press down as much as possible. Try not to get any hairs stuck into the glue. And I'm just going to go ahead and blow dry. I'm going in between cool and hot to try to get it as dry as possible. It was just a close-up of me cleaning up the glue. So for some reason, my baby hairs, they got lost in the wind. And so we have to recreate them. I'm using just a little bit more styling foam to get the hair to do its thing. Please forgive me, guys. It's been a long day. As you guys can see, it's dark outside. We had a long night. I had heads that day. I have grease on my shirt. Please forgive me. And again, this is my first video, so bear with me. You guys, like, comment, subscribe, and share the video if possible. We will have more to come. And I hope you guys will forgive me, but I really thought I was recording when I cut the lace off. Please forgive me. Basically what I did was I used some shears and I kind of went in at an angle. Well, not so straight and blunt with it. When you cut the lace, you kind of go like jagged it. Like not so straight. Hopefully I can show you guys on another video. So I went ahead and cut the closure, the lace off of the closure. Now I'm just trying to get the hairs, the baby hairs, back to life using a little bit of the spray that I mentioned before. Yeah, see, that works really well for me. Just using a blow dry so that it can stay in place. A blow dryer. Let me tell y'all, it's nothing like getting your hair done by someone else. Look how relaxed she looks. I know that feels so good, right? Oh, there she is. She's back. She's back to reality. All right, you guys. So I went ahead and used a sanding strip. And basically that's just going to lay everything down. Kind of do the molding like it did before until everything dries. This is me applying the, installing the This is me installing the bundles in her hair. This is 3 bundles. We went ahead and used a 16-inch lace closure from LA Hair Candy, but the actual bundles are from Miracle Watts. And this hair is very pretty as well. 3 bundles of Miracle Watts hair, as well as the closure from LA Hair Candy. I'm using my nylon thread. I don't know, the cotton thread doesn't do well with me. It dries my hands out really, really bad. So this is the one that I've been using for some time now. So she did actually decide to straighten her hair. She did not leave it curly. She wanted a bone straight look. So I went ahead and straightened the hair for her. Please forgive me. I did not record the actual flat ironing process. It was a long day. I was just trying to get done. But here is the finished product, everyone. I hope you guys enjoyed. Please subscribe. Please like, comment. And I will look forward to putting more videos up for you guys. And again, follow my hair page at Hair by Jasmine Marshall on Facebook or Instagram. Again, thank you so much. I appreciate each and every one of you. God bless and hope you enjoy it.
I ain't got no makeup on, but shout out to my cousin for this slay. See this, y'all? Bone straight. Birthday Slay by Jasmine Marshall. She slayed the hell out this unit.